politically. You know, when they had guns, you know, when they were walking the streets with the guns protecting the community, that was scary to white folks. So they changed that politically, changed it for everybody. You know what? No, you need a license for a gun. But then taking that same game and saying, all right, well, you know, we're gonna create free healthcare. We're gonna create free and reduced lunch. We're gonna create these different things that are still benefiting people, our kids, to this day, right? This is 40 years ago, 40, 50 years ago. But we don't know nothing about politics. So when we have a politician that's like, hey, we're gonna actually erase your history, we're looking at it like, all right, nah, you can't do that. Somebody gonna step in and do something or say something, and I'm gonna be here watching TV when it changes, or something is gonna happen. Like, we're waiting on something to happen when it's like, no, this is like there's a political process that all of us have to be a part of in order to see the world the way that we want to see it.
So here's the deal. I grew up in that political process that you're talking about. Mm-hmm. It's called civil rights.
Yeah.
The civil rights movement. Mm-hmm. And we were so happy to get something that looked like it was the right thing for us.
Yeah.
Finally, that we won the ability to have civil rights, but we didn't understand that that wasn't where it was supposed to stop. Right. It wasn't supposed to stop there. It was supposed to be human rights after civil rights.
Yeah.
And that's why we're now fighting with people wanting to stop us from having our history. That we're fighting with people that want to shoot us down in the streets and say it's okay. The governor of this state just exonerated a guy that killed a guy just for having a gun. And he had a licensed firearm and was not brandishing it or creating any kind of harm. They shot him down. And the governor just gave that guy a pardon. So a pardon doesn't mean anything anymore. It's just whatever a person feel like doing that day.
Exactly.
You know.
It's, at the end of the day, this is all people. It's all people and their preferences. You know, whether it's law or not. So the idea of like power, or like Stokely Carmichael said, you know, is the conversation has to change to black power, so that all of the energies could be focused on what do we do for power. And you know, it used to be the church was the center of creating community. You know, every week wasn't about, you know, it wasn't about getting this word that lasted 3 hours or 4 hours or 5 or however long church lasts in some places, right? It wasn't this theater, right? It was yeah, like you get a word, but we also address the things that were needed in community, right? And then it would also be an opportunity to, hey, you know, you own that barbershop down the road, and you know, we were thinking about having a barbershop too. You know, the space, there's a bigger space open over here. What if we just combine our businesses and do it, right? So now we're able to economize and manage the little bit that we have, and you know, because we know the money's there, or we know that it's going to get paid for now. And in a lot of black communities, if you want to start a business, it's hard to know where the money's going to come from, because there is no flow of money in the community a lot of times, because there isn't like an industry that's feeding the community. There isn't anybody who's like, all right, I'm going to do something different, which is what we're talking about, and this different thing is actually going to, you know, liquidate money in our community.